Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Theoni with Thrifty Divas. It is early. It's not even 7 yet. I've been waking up at 6 o'clock every day, and I don't know why. I don't want to. Um, and my pain management doctor actually prescribed me like a mild sleeping pill. It's like an antidepressant, but they use low doses for pain and sleeping. And I've still been waking up at 6 o'clock every morning. It's crazy. I just can't sleep. It might be like just stress and overwhelmment. I don't know. But anyway, the reason why we're here today, I've gotten a bunch of friend mail in the last few days, and I am so happy. And I haven't opened it yet. I'm gonna open it on videos, and we leave for the Dominican Republic on Thursday, the 25th. So I'm going to try to do some videos for release while I'm gone so you don't miss me so much. Um, and yeah, but I wanted to kind of come on and get a little real, and actually also tell everybody like why I'm so grateful for the friend mail, even more so than normal. It's just been like a rough patch. Like, is Mercury in retrograde or something? Like, I don't even know. Um, it's been a rough month, I feel like. So, you know that in that like freak storm, my husband's pickup truck got really messed up and he uses it for work, um, for the detailing. So, that was a whole big to do. There's actually, I think they said like $8,500 worth of damage on the truck. Then we had to try to get him a pickup truck as a rental. And nobody told him that you needed a credit card with like, I don't know, $400 available on it to rent the car. And he didn't have it, and they wouldn't use mine. It had to be in his name. So then I had to go like, he was like, he couldn't even think anymore because he was so mad. So like, this was an all day thing. The guy from the rental place came to pick him up here and then basically told him to get out of his car because he didn't have a credit card with his name, and then left. Um, so I had to like take the cash out of my account, run to his bank, put the cash into his account so that it was available immediately, and then go take care of the car thing. And then while his car was in the shop, like the next day, I got into a little accident, and the front of my car is a little messed up, but whatever. Then you guys know my son got sick. My son is still sick. He's still sick. And then I was like kind of annoyed at his pediatrician's office in this whole thing too. So today is Sunday, right? He's been sick since like Saturday, last Saturday. Monday is when he woke up holding his ear and crying. And the message at his pediatrician's office said they open at 8. So I was calling till 8:20. The message kept saying our office is currently closed, so I took him to urgent care. And they put him on amoxicillin. Uh, Thursday night, I noticed, first I thought he had bug bites. Then I went to go change his clothes to put him into his pajamas, and I noticed, I'm like, this cannot be bug bites. He had bumps. His entire elbow was covered in bumps, his leg, his ankle, and I'm like, these are hives. Like, he's breaking out in hives. So I used to be pre-med, by the way, too, before law school. Anyway, so I'm thinking, of course, I'm like, what's new? And then I'm like, antibiotics. So I actually Googled amoxicillin rash to see if it was a thing, and it's a specific thing. Ampicillin and amoxicillin, these rashes. So then I call, now this is 10 o'clock at night. Then I call his pediatrician's office again. And with the answering service, and they're like, we will contact the on-call NP for you. If you don't get a call back in 30 minutes, call us back. I waited like 35 minutes. It was later than 10 o'clock. I waited 35 minutes, and now it's 11:25. And I'm like, I'm not wasting my time calling them back and hope, because I knew that there's a specialized pediatrics urgent care that is open till midnight, and it's 20 minutes away at least. And I'm like, let's get in the car now. 11:25. Just ran. Went there. Yes, okay, so they switched his antibiotic. He still has the ear infection, the doctor said. Switched his antibiotic, doped him up on Benadryl. And then I had to go at like, whatever time it was, 12:30, 1 o'clock. I'm waiting for his new medicine at Walgreens, and we got that and all this. So the rash got better, but now it's Sunday. He's coughing really, really badly, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm thinking whatever it is viral, and it is what it is. I don't know. So in the midst of all this, I saw on Thursday that I missed a call from an unknown number, right? So probably in all my craziness, like I saw it and I'm like, whatever. I saw on Thursday that I had a missed call and a voicemail from Wednesday from Legal Aid, from the public defender's office. I freaked out so bad. I couldn't believe I missed this call, because I'm like waiting, to try to get the job. And of course, she had wanted me to come in on Friday. She was calling to see if I could come in. I had a 6-week long-standing appointment at Social Security for Friday at the same time. 6 weeks it took to get that appointment, because I changed my son's name legally. I hyphenated his last name with mine and my husband's. So, I needed an amended birth certificate. I got taken care of. Now I had to get a new Social Security card issued. And that's what that appointment was for. Anyway, so then I call on Thursday. I leave a message with the secretary. She took a very detailed message. And then Friday, like late afternoon, I'm driving home from Legal Aid, and I'm like, from Social Security, because I'm like stressing out. I'm like, I'm going to freak out. Like, if I don't hear from this woman, and the secretary had told me she's leaving for Albany next week, so that's out of the question. I'm like, if I don't hear anything before vacation, I'm not going to be able to enjoy myself. I'm going to freak out. So I decided, I looked up her personal email on the Legal Aid website, and I personally emailed her, and I just, basically just told her that I was devastated when I found out I missed the call, and I didn't want it to reflect any lack of interest on my part, because that's absolutely not true, and I'm so excited and eager for the opportunity and all that. So she did email me, and she said, not a problem. We can certainly, schedule an interview for when you come back from vacation. And I was like, thank you so much, So that made me feel a little better. Then, on that same day, guys, like on Friday again, okay? I'm in Dollar Tree trying to clear my head. And I get a Facebook message, it makes a different noise. It was like, ding. I'm like, what is this now? So it's a message from my cousin in Greece, who I haven't seen since I was like 2, right? I don't even like really know her, but we're friends on Facebook. So the message says that my father is not doing well, and my father has cancer, and he was wanting my phone number, and he was wanting to talk to me. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a little personal backstory. So my parents, I've said a little bit of this in the Q&A, I think. My mom got married when she was 16 to my father. 16. And he was 26. Okay? Anyway. He really wanted kids. He really wanted kids. He really wanted kids. Really, really, really wanted kids. So my mom finally got pregnant with me after 2 years of trying. And then my mother was very unhappy in the marriage, but her mother, my grandmother, never wanted her to get divorced, thought divorce was wrong or whatever it was. My grandmother ended up dying of a brain tumor at 45 years old when I was 2. When I was 2, my mom lost her mother, and then because she lost her mother, she was like, I need to get the F out of here, this marriage, now. So they got divorced when I was 2. Maybe 3, whatever. No, I think 2. I was 2. So they were married for 5 years in total. And then my mom got divorced when she was 21 and just lost her mother and then became the mom of like all the kids because my mom's one of 6, second to oldest. But she's the oldest girl. Her brother is a year older than her, but he's a guy, so they have different responsibilities, in traditional culture. But my mom became the mom to the rest of the 4 and me. And I used to go visit my father like every weekend or every other weekend. I don't remember the exact timings, but I do remember his car. He would come pick me up. I do remember his car. I remember like eating Cocoa Puffs at his house. No, Cocoa Pebbles. And then I remember him dropping me off at his sister's a lot. So I spent a lot of time with my aunt. And then I remember one day when I was about 5 or 6, he came to our house, gave me a TV, and made some comment about you should charge people to watch it, and then left. And then left that day and left my mom with the job of telling me that my father's going to Greece. He's moving to Greece to be with his mom, and he's never coming back. And I remember that day very vividly, even though I was only 5 or 6. And I remember being really angry at my mom, like it was her fault, And talk about having to be the bearer of bad news. Like, what? But anyway, obviously when I got older, I realized, I was like, why the hell was I mad at my mom? But anyway, I haven't spoken to my father since then. We wrote a couple of letters back and forth when I was about 16. So, and that was it. Like literally 1 or 2 letters back and forth when I was 16. So now you're talking 23 years later. Not a peep. My mom has called him a few times to see like what's up, and there was a couple times that I wanted to talk with him or try to foster some type of relationship or something. He basically said, when she was younger, yes, it was my fault for not reaching out, but now that she's older, it's her responsibility to reach out. And my mom was like, don't you care? And he goes, let's just put it this way. I care just as much as she does. But being a smartass, like obviously if I didn't reach out, then I don't care, whatever. Anyway. So now, hearing this, that he wants to talk to me because he has cancer, it's a whole confliction of emotions, I'm sad. Now I'm a little scared because I'm like, great, DNA. Like now I got it on both sides. Great. Anyway. And then I'm angry because I'm like, really, dude? Like you have to be like thinking you're on your deathbed to reach out. Like why? So that you can make yourself feel better. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a whole thing. I don't know. So that was just a lot though. It hit me like a cold trout in the face. Like I was like, what is happening right now? Like you're telling what? My father wants to talk to me because he has cancer. Like, anyway, so that's a little crazy. So, and then like on a slightly like lighter note, so for the past week, on my right hand, my entire pinky is completely numb, and then a little bit of my ring finger, and then here, numb, like it's asleep all the time. So I looked it up, and of course it turns out it's a thing. And it's cubital tunnel syndrome instead of carpal tunnel. So it's the other nerve that runs on the ulnar side of your arm. And it happens a lot from leaning on hard surfaces with your elbow and all this stuff. And the truth of the matter is, I sit out here in this chair with my phone in my left hand, smoking a cigarette with my elbow leaning on a garbage can. And I do it for hours. And then it also said people that sleep with like their arm like under their pillow and stuff. And I do that too. So anyway, so I think that's going on because my pinky's numb 24/7. So there's that. Then last night I'm at Dollar Tree and I like squat down to get something and I stand up and I'm like, ow, I got like a stabbing pain in my knee. And I'm like, whatever. And I kind of like blew it off. Then I'm driving home and I'm like rubbing my knee because it's a little sore. And I feel like a pea-sized ball in there that I can move around my kneecap. It's a little ball under my skin on top of my kneecap that if you pushed it, you could literally slide it around. Freaked me the hell out. Had no idea what was going on. I still don't know what it was. I called my mom. She's like, oh, I've had that happen. I even went to the doctor for it. Don't worry, just it'll go away. Just put ice on it and, you know, rest, keep it elevated. So I did that last night. The lump is like gone now, but it's still like a little sore. I don't know what's happening, but I'm like, I just want to go on vacation on Thursday and just relax. And 90% of what I just told you was like in a week. Like it's annoying. It's a little much. It's a little much. But yeah, so there's that. So my husband's taking me to a scary movie tonight because that's my happy place. So that's what we're doing. But I just wanted to come on here and, you know, just get real and raw. That's what I do. And talk about also like why friend mail is awesome, because I'm so excited to open it because like I need something, you know what I'm saying? I need a little pick me up. I need a little smile. And we all do sometimes more than others. And yeah, so that's that. And I have to like try to find other childcare, something for my son. I have to figure something out. I'm not bringing him back to where he was. We made that decision. Oh, and then also in this week, I've been wanting a driveway gate, like a really pretty, ornate driveway gate. I have psychotic neighbors. Psychotic. With papers, okay? One of them has come all the way up here. I have a very long driveway. Has come all the way back here, has threatened me, has freaked out, and I'd be home alone with an infant when this would happen. I called when the gate guy came. The mother, there's a mother and daughter. The mother threatened to knock my husband out, knock my husband the F out. I got it all on video. We've had to call the cops like 3 different times. The cops don't care. They didn't even want to see the video. They're like, you have to learn to coexist. That's what they said. I'm like, what? Anyway, so while the fence guy was here and he just had pulled into the driveway and we were talking about the gate, the daughter comes and stands at the driveway and is looking, and I look at the fence guy. I said, can we just go on the other side of your truck right now? Please just follow me. Just follow me. And psychotic. I want to block it off. I want to be as safe as possible for my family. So I was all excited. He showed me a catalog. We were going to get this custom made wood one in red cedar. Gorgeous. And then there was these beautiful carved wood pillars with dental molding on top and all, you know, just gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Let me just move you a little because of the sun. Sun's really bright. So I got all excited, and this place finances, and then we talked about metal too. Okay, all excited. We were getting down to the wire. The gate guy had come twice. It took a whole bunch of phone calls. He was getting me prices like all week long, right? Lingering. Come to find out, when we came down to the wire, he was wrong about everything. He was wrong about everything. I want it to go to 6 feet high. Because he goes, come to find out, they can only go 4 foot to 5 foot at the highest point. And he didn't know. He was wrong. I'm like, I can't have a driveway gate with the psychotic neighbor where it's like below her boobs so she can like stand there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It needs to be 6 feet tall. The metal one that I wanted, or that he gave me a price on was also 5 feet, which he was wrong about that too. The wooden pillars, they don't get made anymore. The company that made them, they're all out of business. Like just one thing after another, everything he told me was wrong. So I had to start from scratch again, and like it's just like, oh my god. So yeah, so that's what's been going on. And yes, so I I I think I'll make separate. Let me make separate friend mail videos, okay? I guess. So I'll make a few separate friend mail videos after this one, if that's okay. Um, but and because I'm leaving in just a few, I have like after today I have 3 more days here. So I have friend mail videos. I have another Dollar Tree haul. And I want to do a what's in my suitcase because a couple people asked me for that, like for packing for vacation. And it's like, what's in my suitcase, Dominican Republic Avoid Death Edition. Like, it's not your normal suitcase because there's food, there's a lot of food and stuff. So it'll be interesting. It'll be a like fight for your life edition. I don't know. But so you'll see that. Every single person I tell I'm going to the Dominican Republic, they go, oh, well, be safe. That's what everybody says. Be careful. You usually don't get that on vacation. Like, oh, I'm going to whatever, like St. Thomas. People are like, yes, like, but you're like, DR. They're like, oh, well, be safe. Like, it's, but anyway, whatever. I'm going to go. I want to lay on the beach. I just want to lay on the beach and be away from it all for a little bit, and then come back and then immediately deal with that job interview, with setting that up, and then like I still need to find childcare for my son. And oh god, and I'm like, I wish like Bonnie lived closer. Like I wish Bonnie lives on Long Island and I could like pay her, be like, here, I'll drop off another one, you won't even notice. And he could play with her daughter and stuff. It would be great, but she's like 3,000 miles away. So but anyway, all right, so I was gonna do the friend mail with this, but I won't. I'm just gonna do another one back to back. I'll link it in here when it happens. When it exists, I will add it to this description box, okay? So just wanted to come on and, talk about life, like it's not all about shopping and deals. That's fun, but life is life and life happens. First 3 words of my favorite book, The Road Less Traveled. First 3 words of my favorite book, life is hard. Period. That's the first sentence, the first 3 words of my favorite book, The Road Less Traveled. But yeah, so that's it for me, guys. And stay tuned because I have friend mail coming up very, very soon, okay? So until the next video, stay blessed, my friends. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being awesome.